Welcome to Listertainment, the channel that promises entertainment but it never delivers. The main era of boxers entering wearing outlandish outfits into the ring has kind of gone past, but it has made a comeback with Wilder and Fury these past years. In the 90s and early 2000s was the time when boxers used tons of crazy outfits when walking into the ring, and it was pretty fun. We've all seen how many boxers wear the mariachi sombrero into the ring, and I really enjoy it, but it drives me crazy that so many wear it backwards. This list will not really include anything as basic as that. These boxers went the extra step to really make a name for themselves. They wanted to be in the limelight either by winning the fight or because of the costume they wore while walking into the ring. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below. Also be sure to turn on those notifications. And finally, let me know in the comments which outfit has been your favorite. Ricky Hatton was a British boxer who faced some of the best boxers in this era, including Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Pacquiao. But he did lose to both by knockout, but he was up there at the very pinnacle. Anyway, between some of his fights, he would gain a ton of weight and people started making fun of him. As his nickname was the Hitman, people would call him the Fat Man and Fatten instead of Hatton. So he decided to embrace this and walked into the fight against Juan Lascano wearing a full-on fat suit. He then shed the suit and won by a decision. Jason Escalera started his career on a tear, winning 12 of his first 13 fights via knockouts. But by the end of his career, he lost 4 of 6 and has been out of boxing since 2015 when he lost by a TKO to J. Leon Love. His alias is El Monstruo, or the Monster, and he embraced the name by entering one of his fights dressed as Jason Voorhees from the Scary Movies with his hands tied in giant chains. It's a pretty good costume, but I think it's just going to make his opponent laugh or cringe because it's kind of ridiculous as a boxing entrance costume. Adrien Broner has always had very entertaining ring walkouts, going in with different rappers, wearing very interesting and flamboyant costumes, like this one where he kind of looks like Michael Jackson, or this other one where he looks like Goldmember from Austin Powers. His most interesting one was when he put on a golden outfit and wore a ski mask. The outfit said about billions, but with that mask I don't know if he plans to earn the money or just steal it. Joseph Agbeko fights out of Ghana and has a pretty decent record with 35 wins and 5 losses, never being knocked out, but hasn't fought in almost a year. His alias is King Kong, and he decided to bring his name to life when he proudly walked out with his hot blonde girl leading him out to the ring with him wearing a King Kong mask and chains. The best part of this is the girl, cause she's fucking hot. But the mask is probably the cheapest thing I have ever seen. His belt holder was also wearing a full-on gorilla costume, but the fight did occur on Halloween, so it's not as bad as some of the others. Angel Manfredi has 2 aliases and they kind of contradict each other. The first name was Got Jesus, meaning that he is Christian and you need Jesus in your life. The second alias is El Diablo, or the Devil, which is really weird for a Christian to have, but in his fight against Arturo Gatti, which he won by TKO, he decided to walk out to the ring wearing a full-on devil mask. He also seemed to be praying the entire time during the walkout, which makes you think if God is looking down, what the hell must he be thinking? The devil is probably rooting for him from below. The ring walkouts by Floyd Mayweather Jr. in recent years have included rappers or other famous people like Justin Bieber, but he hasn't really worn any crazy outfits like he did early in his career. For example, in his fight against De La Hoya, he was decked out in all Mexican getup with a mariachi sombrero, backwards of course, in order to try and get the fans on his side. But the major one was when he was dressed as a Roman gladiator, or maybe an emperor since he was being carried on a throne. This fight was back in 2006 when he fought Carlos Valdomir in Las Vegas. Tomoki Chimura is a very interesting boxer because he is Japanese, but his alias is El Mexicanito, or the Little Mexican. He gained this name after he moved to Mexico when he was 15 to learn from Mexican boxing experts. He speaks Spanish fluently, which shocks many people, but he is popular for wearing lucha libre masks and mariachi sombreros during his ring entrances. Although these are pretty weird, his strangest one was when he wore this luchador mask and this outfit. This is the only picture I could find, so I'm not entirely sure what he's supposed to be, but people have said that he's supposed to be a Japanese luchador who also trained in Mexico. But those shoulder pads and horns make the outfit really interesting. Fighting out of Uganda, Sharifa Gore has a pretty fit alias, which is the Lion. He usually wears a lion skin costume complete with a full head when he enters the ring. This is a pretty good costume showing his African roots. But the most entertaining entrances are when he goes full out with dancers and 4 guys carrying him in a cage as he is dressed in his lion outfit. To be honest, this entrance just makes me think that we're in a circus and the lion tamer is about to bring out his 15 lions. Michael Katsidis is an Australian boxer who had a very up and down ending to his career, since he lost 8 of his last 19 fights, although he did manage to become a world champion. Katsidis is of Greek ancestry and he is very proud of this, so he routinely wears a full-on Spartan warrior outfit when he walks out to his fights. The best one was when he fought against Michael Losada back in 2011 and walked out of the ring basically by himself in full costume like he was walking into the battlefield. I'm pretty sure we all know of this great and entertaining boxer named Jorge Paez, whose alias is El Maromero, which is in honor of the somersault, as he originally worked in a circus where he learned a ton of acrobatic moves which he sometimes showed when walking into the ring. Paez would routinely wear extraordinary outfits while he fought, as well as shaving a design into his head. He also used crazy outfits while walking into the ring, but the best one was when he entered dressed in a full wedding gown. Maromero just knew how to entertain the fans, and that's why so many people love him. Bernard Hopkins fought well into his 40s because he said that he never drank, smoked, or partied. He just wanted to focus on boxing, and this led him to being one of the best ever to do it. His alias was the Executioner, and he would wear an outfit fitting that name to many of his fights. The outfit would vary for every fight, but in the end, they all represented him as the Executioner. Also, as he walks into the ring, he does the slicing motion to his neck, which must instill some kind of fear in his opponents. But he was a fighter who can actually back up that outfit. Tyson motherfucking Fury is the man at the moment and is going to make a ton of money in the near future after this whole lockdown ends. He is known as the Gypsy King and knows how to sell fights very well with his shit talking. He also wears pretty interesting outfits, like when he wore the full Mexican flag clothing or when he rocked the American flag a la Rocky during his entrance against Tom Schwartz. The best one was when he honored his name as the Gypsy King and was carried out on a throne while dressed as royalty. It was pretty awesome. Yet another British fighter who knew how to entertain the fans was Prince Naseem Hamed, whose alias was simply Prince Naseem or Nas. He's one of the most fun boxers to watch, taunting his opponents at every opportunity, and his unique fighting style was pleasant to watch. His entrances into the ring were also a thing of legend. He would do a front flip over the ropes into the ring, which is pretty awesome already. But his ring entrances were the most fun. He would sometimes do a thriller-based entrance, or be carried on a metal loop all the way to the ring. The best one was when he entered on a magic carpet. He went way back to his era roots for this entry. Hector Camacho, pretty sure that's all I need to say. This boxer from Puerto Rico was the absolute king of ring entries. His alias was Macho and his catchphrase was "It's Macho time." He basically wore a different flamboyant outfit to each of his fights, from a Judge Dredd costume against De La Hoya, to a bullfighter, a Native American hairdress, a soldier, a firefighter, Roman gladiator, to an Asian outfit. The best one was when he was dressed up as a Roman gladiator and was carried to the ring. His shorts were also a thing of legend since he looked to be wearing a diaper since they were so short and the groin guard was very bulky. Deontay Wilder has really embraced the costume wearing in the past years. You can even see how he progresses throughout his fights, from when he didn't make as much money in this outfit that just kind of looks like he threw some things together, then to this white outfit that cost over $15,000, and finally to the one he wore against Fury in his last fight, which he said weighed 40 pounds and was the reason for his loss, which is just pure bullshit. This outfit was insane. It had lights, was sparkling like crazy, kind of looked like a football player in a post-apocalyptic world. Maybe they should be the Raiders' next uniform. By the way, they claim this cost $40,000 to make. I would rather just buy a car. Well, there you have it, guys. Boxers who decided to make the entire fight event a show, starting from the walkout to the very last second of the fight. I do enjoy this because it starts to get you hyped up, especially if the costume for the boxer you like sucks, because you can make fun of them the rest of the night. It's just great entertainment. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.